Hi, Gemini Moons. Thank you so much for being here. I am Divine from Carrot 144. Very happy, grateful, and blessed to bring you this reading. This reading is designed for those who have their moon sign in the zodiac sign of Gemini, unlimited to anyone who should find this message or should this message find you. For your reading, I will be doing a Celtic spread here. I have a channeled card here for you as the Two of Cups. And the way that I got that is with your twin energy and visualizing and it appearing in my mind, two cups with your twin energy, that being what transpired into what we see here with the Two of Cups. So this Two of Cup energy is going to be about equality, love shared, love exchange, agape love also too. I like how this Two of Cup, typically you would see the female on this side and the male on this side. I feel that that kind of speaks to the beauty from within this connection and the quality of the exchange, and it being all around love for both you and someone else here. Now, if this isn't happening for you now, where I feel for most of you it's going to be resonating for you, where this is coming into fruition here. With you having beautiful balance from within yourself. I feel this is about self-love from within yourself also too. And then discovering this beautiful love energy from within, or excuse me, on the out in another person. So what we're going to do, I'm going to shuffle to get the energy for this Two of Cups here. And then we'll get a major arcana, and then we'll get a card from the deck that I created here that has the lunar phases and zodiac signs. Everything's been pre-shuffled there. I'm just going to set these out here. And let's get clarifying energy for the Two of Cups. So that might clarify the Two of Cups. Two of Cups. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, so the clarifier to, this will be the significator. Clarifier to the significator will be the moon. Twilight energy, I'm also getting this being connected to you as a Gemini moon and kind of speaking to what I just said about that inner work and the balance that's taken place. For some reason, I've been getting these, like I see, oh, this reminds me of red rocks. But I also see like dying to an old way of being, and this all leading up to the beauty of this moon energy that is a part of who you are. And that's speaking to transformation, great illumination here too. This is a very large moon. The energy of the circle here could also be significant here too. And then I do see eyes here where there's almost like a reflection. And I'm seeing stars, so maybe this being about seeing the star. And the star card is going to be about destiny, so seeing one's destiny too. But then I also get red rocks in Colorado. This reminds me of red rocks and the stage. And this being the stage here. And then these being the seats. And it's so pretty there. It's in Denver, Colorado. And it's humongous, but it's in the mountain. It's a stage in the mountains. It's so pretty there. That could be relevant. I do get the energy of 9 very strongly here too, and that being great spirituality. Yeah, but I'm getting that. So this could also be about being an entertainer, or just being heavily involved in entertainment, like going to a lot of concerts or shows. This could be about a concert or a show, something that has to do with that. I get this beautiful stage here, and it's very interesting that this is red and what I channeled here is red rocks. Is someone getting married on this stage? Like, I'm getting that too. Like, this being someone's destiny, someone's dream come true. And this being all about, again, Gemini moon energy. This is so pretty that the moon came out with the Gemini energy that I just spoke on here, connected to you, that I channeled. But that's what I see here. So then let's see what crosses this energy. And this could also be, I want to say here too, this could also be about this connection being very intimate and sacred and shared between you and your person only here. Great intimacy and love, where it could be that there's a stage around you two, but what is shared between you two is between you two, and nothing can... Oh, is that gonna be the title? Nothing can come between us. No, baby, nothing can come. That's a song by Sade, and I've actually been posting about that, connected to twin flames. That's so cute. Okay, let's see what crosses your energy here. The significating cards. Baggage is what I get here. 10 of Rods. This being possibly energies that are, this being the surrounding energies. And it could be connected to the transformative energies where I was getting like dying to an old way of being and moving away from this energy here. And that being why this is crossing, because it's on the outside. So I'm also getting to having dealt with possible karmic energies that just wanted to unload and unleash their burdens. And that being a draining energy where that could be connected to narcissism. This will be about endings. Fire connect will speak to the polarity energy for you of Sagittarius. So take what resonates for that, but I do feel that just kind of ties into the karmics. The pink energy, it could be male or female. I'm not going to say it could be female, but I was picking up a feminine energy. But it could also be a male energy, just very much strong in their feminine energy also too. Okay, and then let's see what crowns one. Tower. Okay, so I just did the Taurus moon reading. And their reading was titled Tower Road. So this is going to be significant change for the better. But I also feel, for some reason, I'm getting this tower actually being really, really good, where it's also connected to explosive, wonderful, powerful, sweet soul sex between two soulmates, where the love that you share is so strong, and that this all speaking to the twin energy from within you. Let's keep that in mind here too. And so the powerful connect that you have, being connected to from within yourself, and what has transpired here as a beautiful soulmate connection. I do get this being about it being so strong that it's making, when you two are together like this, when you are actually seeing eye to eye, cup to cup, cheek to cheek, it creates these towers of change. And I'm seeing like a separation of the waters. So I also feel too, for quite some time here, there may have been an attempt to be a separation between you and your person. And this being a tower moment for the interference as well here too, where I was getting it possibly being male or female. And I am getting that. Where I'm getting feminine energy. I'm getting that being connected to like a karmic feminine energy being connected to cheating, and then a male karmic energy being connected to overly addictive to sex. So getting away from those kinds of energies connected to I get this being connected to this here, where I see like a 1 here, even though this is a card of 16. It's a call for balance with that creating a 7 overall. But I get this, seeing this as a 1 here, that 10 breaking down to a 1. I feel this is about the ending of karmic situations connected to baggage and burdens and toxicity. You both creating this with the love that you share together and staying united as a force. So then, as I noticed that, I see, when I picked up the feminine energy here, you don't see the face of this energy here. So I do almost get like a 7 of Swords here too. Because in the 7 of Swords of this deck, it looks very similar, but they're going the other way with 5 swords in their hands, 2 swords left behind, whatever. But I do get that energy here. And so the pink hats, I feel that may have been a deceptive move connected to the baggage associated with that feminine energy that I picked up here. And then the real Slim Shady being right here. And this being a Tower moment possibly here too. With it being kept secret, it no longer being. Let's see what's beneath the significating energy of the Two of Cups. 6 of Swords. And this was in reverse, so I'm getting that energy of karmic cycles that were not being moved away from, now being moved away from. Getting away from choppy waters towards calmer waters. And I see peacock energy here that could be significant. Typically, you would see a man helping to steer a boat with a woman and a child. I get that. I'm getting a high priestess energy here of a feminine who may be a mother. But these swords also being like, I'm almost getting like a 10 of Swords, just seeing these swords in the boat like this. And so in between that 6 and that 10 of Swords is going to be a 4 of Swords of healing. And this being connected to a masculine energy, where I get it possibly being this energy here. So the masculine moving away from what does not serve. Along with the feminine energy. Like I see that here. And this feminine energy may actually be the peacock, where they've gotten stabbed in the back. Peacocks are male energy, but I feel it's more about the spirit animal in itself rather than... and that could be significant too. Feminine energy in an imbalance. A lot of you possibly being this feminine and in an imbalance here, where you've had to be in more masculine energy due to some deception here connected to this masculine here, and now this masculine being present. So this being beneath. Sixes are connected to unconditional love, Virgo energy, and then the month of June could be significant too. Swords is going to be your energy of air, and then also Aquarius and Libra. So with that 6 energy that I just mentioned, that also taken me to this energy of that feminine energy I picked up here being stabbed in the back. That having to do with the love I'm getting. The love that they have and being betrayed, but still having unconditional love. And both you and your person now being in this energy here, in agreement, after moving away from choppy waters here, where I do get it being connected to here. And I'm getting like some attempts of some manip, and so I'm going to move this here, because this is being moved away from, not being moved into. So let's see what's behind 1. We have this in reverse. Strong Scorpio energy is here. We have the Temperance. So this being divine intervention, divine timing, but I do get in a strong sense this being connected to, this is a card of twin flames here too. Temperance angel, I also see. Even though it's not very distinct here, I get feathers, this being a Native American spirit, very strongly. So attempting to bury the soul or the presence or the significance of a powerful feminine energy, and that being a part of the betrayal and the stabbing in the back. And I have gotten a reading in the past where High Priestess was being picked up in the same curvature, but they were faced the other way, and it was picked up outside of a Two of Cup that was stolen, that had interference. So I get this being about the repair here too, with that Four of Sword in the midst of that Six of Sword and Ten of Sword, and this being associated as to the stabbing in the back. Patience is also connected to that. Having enough patience, where I mentioned the duality, like the, not the duality, but the duration, that's the word. Duration of whatever was going on here connected to the karmic energies there. So let's see what's before the significator. Beautiful. Ace of Pentacles. Let me scoot up here. So that Ace of Pentacles is going to be a significant offer possibly here, but it'll also be, I'm getting union. Like I get an offer, but I get this being about union, and it just going back to what's here and the abundance that's associated with the Two of Cups, and it bringing a great amount of abundance beyond the material, it being both love and money here. Pentacles is going to be Earth energy, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. And the reason I get that alignment here is I see a set of flower here, a set of flower here, and then crossing here to make a 10 here, where I get that speaking to the agreement and the exchange. That 10 is going to be also associated with this 10 and the transmuting and turning that 10 into something beautiful, connected to that one I got here from the Tower and a new beginning. Also the Magician energy. The Magician card is a card of 1. That's going to be your card. I feel that's about both of you. With the polarity energy of Sagittarius associated, and you manifesting beautifully true love. So this being a new start on new foundation with great abundance, but again, another significant offer that may be coming through. And this also being that wheel energy associated with the moon here too. So that Pentacle in the marriage, someone getting married also, that could be significant as well. I'm getting like possible like traveling, going on an excursion, an adventure, romantic getaway. And then that red energy, I'm picking up sun energy too. The star with the 5 points, that could be significant for you. And then with the ace associated with that 1, I just get this being connected to destined energy here for you. Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo are going to be significant. The beauty of the flowers surrounding this pentacle could also be significant too. And then the clear skies, I feel, speaks to the abundance of health and the release of any kind of toxicity. So let's see, let me move this here. We're going to see what the attitude is. All this stuff. I've got a couple of herbs floating around here, and I've got my balcony door open, so things are kind of floating onto the scene here. Let's get the attitude of this energy here. Death card. Transformative energy, dying to an old way of being, and I picked that up there with the karmic energy. Notice what I just said about that pentacle and what's here, connected to the sun. Wow. That is beautiful. So I do see, I get this as the masculine. Maybe that's why I noticed the masculine facing this way, because I get the same energy and this applying for the masculine energy, where the feminine is in that Empress energy of sitting pretty and magnetizing towards them. I feel this being due to spiritual protection of what was taking place here. The red plume feather plume is going to, all the red here is going to be significant, connected to this masculine seeing their destiny. And I did mention that with that star card energy. And then the star here being in the middle, just like it is here. Seeing your destiny. Nothing can come between you and your destiny. So, divine feminine I'm getting here being the destiny, and vice versa. Where you see on this side here that beautiful energy connected to divine femininity, seeing their destiny. Now we have the same. Oh, that's so sweet. This is so pretty. How cute. But this being a result of ending toxicity, or again, dying to an old way of being. Transforming, there being rebirth. And this flower here and this flag, typically you would see a white rose. This is black. That means something's like way overdone. It's been singed, burned, beaten, battered, abused is what I'm getting. I also see like a potential of a flower here, and there it just having no hope, no being given no life, it having no room to grow because of the toxicity connected to what I'm picking up here with this rose here, this black rose. And it has orange leaf around it here too, so Halloween. And I was picking up Scorpio energy with these reversals, so that could be significant here, connected to a Scorpio energy with the death card here and transforming. With that happening, seeing one's destiny now and moving towards us. Where that pinnacle is surrounded with pillars, those could be towers in the darkness here too. So with the physical separation, this was happening, I feel, for the divine feminine. And notice too, it will be the same format here, aligning with the divine feminine and that pinnacle energy, the pinnacle energy that's here in the moon, seeing their destiny, and then the masculine energy. This is a card of 13, comes together to create a 4. Cancerian energy could be significant, but this will also be associated with unconditional love, security, and stability, and just being completely awesome and a very beautiful, loving energy. And I feel that kind of speaks for a lot of the zodiac signs, but especially the water signs, where the water signs are, it's the water energy that's here. Very loving energies. Something trying to get in the way of true love. Very loving energies these water signs are. And so when that gets, manipulated or taken for granted, it's like just as nice. And I have said this before for Pisces, where the love can be taken for being naive. And so just as much as one can love, they can also do what they need to do to defend themselves. So I feel this is about this divine feminine also too, withstanding all of this, connected to what's going on here, connected to their divine masculine, everything happening for a reason. Okay, so then let's see the environmental energy surrounding the significator. Judgment. Confirmation. And we see the flag here. It's a formation of a cross. It's a black energy, where I get it being associated with that rose, that black rose, and then the association with the black energy surrounding this pinnacle connected to divine feminine. Mercy being had here because something was going on too long that was not meant. Sun shining all over this. Card of 20 breaks down to a 2. High priestess energy I do get associated, and then that just takes me back to the divine feminine with the moon connect here, and a lot of you being the divine feminine, but you could also be I'm also getting this being about this masculine stepping into their divinity with a transformative energy supported by the divine feminine here, and this being teamwork, unconditional love. And then you see the beauty of the flowers here. I get like with the sound of the horn, see all that almost like everything that's a part of that black energy, and this being like ash and universe, that energy connected to the temperance. the soul energy, the Native American spirit. I get this being a part of a disservice and any kind of injustice or imbalance. And it going back like lifetimes is also what I'm getting. This being far too long, coming to an end. Easter is upon us here too as well, in the next few days, so that could be significant too. But this being the universal support, judgment call being made. I feel this is about making the right decisions, making wrongs right, and change for the better. The sun rising. And that's typically what the death card would also be about too. Not only moving towards the sun, but that sun rising rather than setting with that death energy. Typically you would want to say, oh, the sun's setting because there's been whatever associated with the death energy and why it's there. But this is about that sun rising. And that will be confirmed with this Ace of Pentacles and that association there. And then the red will be significant here too, where I see 2. And then that just taking me to the energy of the Gemini energy from within you. And then the association and the channel I got here. Going back to the red of this pentacle here. Alright, so let's see what the hopes and fears are. 4 Wands. And I feel these reversals are kind of the baggage that's crossing, where Spirit is keeping this protected, and why this Tower is here. To keep anything from coming between you. Nothing can really come between you. When you're in your power and you know your truth and you live your truth and you follow your truth, the universe will see you through in all ways. So this being divine union, the alignment, and I almost selected this card, but I'm like, no, that's not initially what I got, and look, it came out anyway. Beautiful. So this is going to be the other twin flame card, connected to Temperance, where this was attempted to be buried. It can't. It's here in other ways. So I get this also being a regeneration, and this being about renewal and what is really meant for you in this lifetime, where in past lifetimes this was completely disrupted. And even up until this point here for this reading, whenever you catch this, portal energy, 1111, make a wish. Those 11s are going to be connected to justice, the card of justice, and also strength. And being 2 beautiful, powerful forces to be reckoned with, where I get both of you being angels, earth angels. And this being a part of the destiny that's meant for you, seeing your destiny, and this being divine union and happiness. Stability. It's that 4 energy from the Cancerian energy, and also from what I got from the 6 of Swords and that 10 of Swords and the Death card. So transformative energy from this going into this. So this being the hope, we have the Star card energy here in the moon. So I do get that Star card being associated as a part of destiny, with the 4 rods. Make a wish. Walking through the oh my god, the wedding energy. I also get that here too. Getting married. Crossing the threshold, walking the threshold. I also get that being associated with the Ace of Pentacles, where I just realized I placed that right on top. In the Rider-Waite deck, there's the Ace of Pentacles, where you would see a little, what do you call that, threshold. Walking through that, there being mountains, whatnot, all that good stuff. The portal being entered. And then I even get all of these ones representing you with the Magician work, and that being a call for stability and security. That going back to that 7 connected to the Tower energy of the 16. And I've had to do this just so every card will fit. And let's see what your outcome is. Knight of Swords. Truth. being delivered, standing in the name of truth, is also what I get here too. I do get an act of defense, standing up for one. This being, I get connected to the divine masculine energy. And really cutting off what does not serve them. So following their heart, living in their truth, being true, this being about stepping into integrity. And I did get this associated with the divine masculine, moving more into this. And how I got that here too is seeing the masculine energy facing this way, holding that sword of representation, slinging across everything that has not served them, connected to karmic past. Maybe even reflecting, and this being a part of the change from within. And then this will be your energy again. And then also Libra and Aquarius. And this is quick acting here too, so I get swift energy that's coming through, taking place here for you. I'm even seeing this being about the truth delivery coming from divine feminine, and that masculine energy I picked up here about being stabbed in the back, then possibly speaking their truth on how they've been treated, and this being catalytic action here for the divine masculine to help them to create the change that's necessary for the better that's being moved into. That's what I get. And then the pink hat energy will be associated. But I get a beautiful blend of both divine masculine and feminine, as you noticed with what I just channeled there. So very interesting that it started with the divine masculine energy, and then it went into, so this being about how this divine feminine manifested. Because it started with the masculine energy and then went into the feminine energy, and that just speaks to everything that's here, and the Gemini moon energy from within you. This is supreme. All right, so let's get your major arcana. Beautiful energy here. This is super, super pretty. One card for Gemini moon, or a message, I should say. I like that. The end of what you see in that card. And I did mention the 11 energies. I feel that the discord energy, getting away from baggage, burden, whatever, with what was attempted, I feel to be deceptively taken. This 10 being more associated with disharmony in the home, and I do get it being associated with the upright energy here. In all formats, in all ways. So this could be physical, this could be spiritual. It being over. And then this also being brought to light here too. No more abuse. That's what I get here. On the bottom, we have the wheel. So that wheel turning in your favor. And this is that, I'm getting the transformative 10 that I picked up from here, that breaks down to that 1 that goes back to you as magicians and manifesting your destiny. The universe coming through as some support here. Green and pink on each side. I get the love being associated, the unconditional love, with those being colors for the heart chakra. And then the hands being significant of the angel in the center, where I just get that being a great part of the universal support. And then I do see at the top of the wheel this being even more universal support connected to a Hierophant, the High Priestess, and being at the top of the world. Two of Cups. Magician energy. Using your magician energy to spin this wheel. That 10 here and this Wheel of Fortune is also going to break down to a 1 of the magician card. And then I get, with this being also Capricorn energy, 10th house energy, Saturn being the ruler of Capricorn, this being more of the Saturn blessings that are coming in, with things beginning to turn in your favor. And now the energies of those who have brought burdens now feeling the burden that they sent out, that being a part of the wheel motion. And associated with this here too. No más. No más. Alright, let's get your final card. Scoot that up a little bit. For Gemini Moon. Action. I'm just getting action here. That's the Knight of Swords is one of the quickest knights out of all 4 knights, along with the Knight of Rods. And I feel that instead of a Knight of Rods to speak to the action of a fire person, this is about integrity, and that being why that Knight of Rods didn't show, to make sure that there's no misunderstanding or miscommunication. Gemini Moon. Alright, we have Balsamic. And that's going to represent compost, dormancy, dream time, prayer, integrate, allow, nourish, dissolve, and aspire. And this is a little bit after the full moon, right before the new moon. We just had a full moon, so this balsamic phase is coming upon us as we move towards a new moon energy. So I feel this is definitely in alignment, but this is totally fluid, so whenever you catch this, take what resonates for you. That balsamic energy is going to be significant in itself just for the energy, but I do get this also being connected to the moon phases that are currently present. Composting energy, I feel that that's about integrity and how one disposes of waste. I feel that that's actually a love language here between you and your person, your soulmate. And then everything else to follow kind of blends in with that energy and the specialness of what it is that you two share. And that being associated, like, oh my gosh, look. As I say that, this is going to be the divine masculine energy and how they really truly feel from within. This being, I feel, extended and shared between you. If you're the divine feminine and your person, take what resonates though, because you're both here very strongly together. This being also that beautiful energy from within you and that balance. Each of you seeing your destiny, your star, the true star. I love this reading. And just because of that, I'm not going to look at the bottom of this deck here. All right, Gemini Moons, this was your reading. I hope that these messages were helpful, enlightening, empowering, and enriching here for you. I thank you all so much for your continued love and support. Welcome to all new subscribers. And until we meet again, I wish you all the very best. Take great care. I love you. Peace.